Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the Wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then, a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys. And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these 4 men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afonseca, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano at a combined weight of 645 pounds. Afonseca, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Afonseca clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Afa and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Two-on-two tables match here with a massive match. The Dudley Boys taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense.
And into the corner he goes.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the team, TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also
From way up.
all the way down to the floor.
Man, oh man, took that crucial leap of faith, and no one was there.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Oh, look at this. Ava and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Specifically targeting the leg. What's Sika thinking here?
From the top.
Effective counter, crashing to the floor.
That misstep could have cost them this match entirely.
A hard landing for sure.
What a kick to the face.
Oh, my God. Bubba moved out of the way.
Boom, what a punch.
Down to opponent, and a double axe handle smash.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoan. Hop top, into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley boys in there.
Ooh-wee.
Somebody's got to put a stop to this. Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
Headlock applied, tossed without regard.
Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker.
Backbreaker.
Timed his defense perfectly.
He's able to counter that.
Thunderous powerbomb.
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold.
Targeting the shoulder with...
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here. I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes them a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they will not stop.
Everything he can do to create space here. He's headed out to the ringside area.
every counter being answered with another.
Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker. Backbreaker.
Bam!
Catches the kick.
Spectacular counter into a dragon screw.
The Dudley boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba and Randy want to know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestler.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope. Boom, running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Bubba making it loud and clear for his opponent tonight. But into the corner, what could be next?
And now heading back inside the ring.
Going for the home run.
By Bubba Ray.
The Wild Samoans just took a bumpy trip to Dudleyville.
It seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him.
Every aspect of this match is only going to get harder at this point. If you have a chance to close it out, now is the time.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
The steel chair. Looks like he's opted to go with the simple.
I don't think this table's going to last much longer.
Alpha gets intercepted.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate. Bubba isn't asking for a table tonight.
I don't think this table's going to last much longer. Clearing up the announce table. This isn't going to end well.
There's not much room up there.
Are you kidding me? Off the apron to the floor. And Sika has taken a tremendous amount of lumps tonight.
Yeah, Bubba somehow gains an advantage despite everything he's been through.
Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh. Elbow throw, saying not today.
These two are finding an answer for everything. From the top. A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers.
Getting tossed. This match has to be close to an end.
But I highly doubt anybody's going to throw in the towel, though.
Crashing down.
He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
I don't think this table's going to last much longer.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boyz at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boyz at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.